The club lights blur into streaks of neon as rough hands grip my waist, too tight, too possessive. I try to pull away, but the stranger behind me only presses closer, his breath hot against my neck. "Come on, pretty boy. Don't be shy," he slurs, fingers digging into my hips. My heart pounds. The music is too loud. Everything's spinning. I open my mouth to tell him to back off, but the words feel thick on my tongue. Something's wrong. Very wrong. Then suddenly he's gone. I stumble, nearly falling, when iron-strong arms catch me from behind. A familiar scent, cedar and gunpowder, fills my lungs. "Touch him again, and they'll never find your body." Dante's voice is ice and violence wrapped in silk. I turn my head to see the stranger backing away, hands raised, disappearing into the crowd. Dante's jaw is clenched so tight I can see the muscle ticking beneath his stubble. "We're leaving. Now." His hand presses against my lower back, firm and commanding. I'm fine, I protest, but my legs feel like water. "You're not fine, Ethan. You've been drugged." The words don't make sense. Can't make sense. The room tilts violently, and I grip his shirt to steady myself. "How did you even find me?" His dark eyes meet mine, blazing with something between fury and fear. "I always find you. 3 weeks earlier, I didn't have a shadow. I had freedom. Now I have Dante Cross. 6'3" of former Special Forces, black tactical clothing, and the most infuriatingly handsome face I've ever wanted to punch. My brother Oliver hired him after the incident at the charity gala. Someone slipped something into my champagne. I barely remember that night, just Oliver's panicked face and hospital lights. "This is ridiculous," I tell Oliver now, watching Dante stand by the door of my hotel suite like a dark statue. "I'm 24, not 12. I don't need a babysitter. You need protection." Oliver's voice is final. "Sebastian Kane is circling the company like a vulture, and after what happened?" "Nothing happened. Because security found you in time." Oliver grips my shoulder. "Humor me, little brother. Let Dante do his job." "His job?" Following me everywhere, watching everything I do with those intense, calculating eyes that seem to strip away every defense I have. I hate it. I hate him. At least, that's what I tell myself. Day 3 of my personal prison, I try to lose him. I slip out through the service elevator while Dante's checking the security feed. I make it exactly 4 blocks before I hear his voice behind me. "Impressive. You lasted 7 minutes this time." I spin around to find him leaning against a lamppost, arms crossed, looking infuriatingly unbothered. "Are you tracking me? Would you prefer I let you wander into traffic?" He pushes off the lamppost, closing the distance between us in 3 long strides. "Get in the car, Ethan." "Make me." Something dangerous flashes in his eyes, something that makes my breath catch. But then his expression goes neutral again, professional. "Don't test me." I test him anyway. Every day. Taking random turns during our morning runs. Sneaking out at night. Anything to prove I don't need him hovering over me like I'm made of glass. But Dante is always there. 3 steps behind. Silent. Watching. And it's driving me insane. Tonight, I'm determined to actually escape. Maya helps me. "This is a terrible idea," she says, applying concealer to cover the dark circles under my eyes. "Your bodyguard is going to murder me." He's not my anything. He's Oliver's paranoid fantasy. I check myself in the mirror, tight black shirt, leather jacket, determination in my eyes. I just need one night to breathe. The underground club is exactly what I need. Anonymous, loud, chaotic. I lose myself in the music, in the press of bodies, in the illusion of freedom. Until the hands. Until Dante. Until everything goes sideways. Now I'm being carried through a parking garage, cradled against Dante's chest like I weigh nothing. "Put me down," I mumble, but it sounds more like "don't let go." "Not happening." His voice rumbles through his chest, vibrating against my cheek. I should be embarrassed. Should be angry. But the world is spinning, and he's solid and warm and safe. My fingers curl into his shirt. "Why do you hate me?" The words slip out before I can stop them. Dante's steps falter for just a moment. "I don't hate you, Ethan. You look at me like you want to." I can't finish. Can't think. "Like I want to what?" His voice is rough, strained. But I'm already fading, consciousness slipping away like water through my fingers. The last thing I feel is being laid down on something soft, gentle hands removing my shoes, a blanket being pulled over me. And then, lips against my forehead? Or am I dreaming? You have no idea what you do to me, someone whispers. Dante? No idea how hard it is to keep my hands off you. But that can't be real, can it? I wake to sunlight stabbing through my eyelids and a headache that feels like my skull is splitting open. I'm in my bed, fully clothed. There's water and aspirin on my nightstand and I catch sight of myself in the mirror across the room. There's a dark mark on my neck, just below my jaw. Purple and damning. My heart stops. What happened last night? I turn my head, and that's when I see him. Dante, sitting in the chair across from my bed, still dressed in black, looking like he hasn't slept. His eyes are fixed on me with an intensity that makes my skin burn. Good morning, Ethan. His voice is careful, controlled. But his eyes drop to my neck, and something dark and possessive flashes across his face. What? My hand flies to the mark. What did you do? He stands slowly, predator graceful, and takes one step toward me. The question isn't what I did, he says quietly, dangerously. It's what you asked me to do. My blood turns to ice. What the hell happened last night? What I asked you to do. My voice comes out strangled. I don't remember asking you for anything. Dante's jaw tightens. He looks away, running a hand through his dark hair, the first crack in his composure I've ever seen. You were drugged. Whatever you said, whatever you... He cuts himself off. It doesn't matter. Nothing happened. Then explain this. I point at the mark on my neck, anger and confusion burning through me. You're safe. That's all that matters. His walls slam back up, his face an unreadable mask. Get dressed. We have a morning run in 20 minutes. He walks out before I can demand real answers, leaving me staring at my reflection and the damning bruise that looks exactly like what I think it is. A hickey. From my bodyguard. The tension between us over the next few days is suffocating. I catch him staring at my neck constantly, even after I cover it with makeup and high collars. Something dark flashes in his eyes every time, something hungry and barely restrained. During our morning run through the park, I finally snap. I stop abruptly, forcing him to halt behind me. We're alone on the trail, dawn barely breaking through the trees. Did you kiss me? I demand, breathless and frustrated. That night, did something happen between us? Dante's expression doesn't change, but I see his hands clench at his sides. Nothing you didn't ask for. Stop being cryptic. Just tell me the truth. The truth. He steps closer, and suddenly I'm very aware of how alone we are. The truth is you're making this job impossible, Ethan. Every single day you push and test and he stops himself, jaw working. And what? And I'm only human. His voice drops to something dangerous. Stop playing games you don't understand. He runs ahead before I can respond, leaving me standing there with my heart pounding for reasons that have nothing to do with exercise. You're playing with fire, Maya warns me over coffee that afternoon. We're at a cafe 3 blocks from Reed Hotel, Dante positioned by the window with perfect sightlines to our table. Always watching. I'm not playing anything, I protest, but even I don't believe it. Ethan. Maya grabs my hand. He's your employee. And he looks at you like he's calculating exactly how to make you his. She leans closer. Either stop torturing the poor man or admit you want him to cross that line. Do I? Want him to cross it? I glance at Dante. As if sensing my attention, his dark eyes meet mine across the cafe. The intensity there makes my breath catch. God help me. That evening, everything changes. Oliver is in meetings downtown, leaving me alone in the Reed Hotel penthouse, our family's private residence on the top floor. I'm changing for a business dinner, standing in my bedroom in just dress pants, when I hear it. Breaking glass. My door slams open. Dante fills the doorway, gun drawn. Get behind me. Now. My heart stops. What? Now, Ethan. I barely register moving before chaos erupts. 3 men in black tactical gear burst into the suite. Dante moves like liquid death, disarming one, dropping another with a brutal strike to the throat. It's terrifying and mesmerizing. But then a 4th man appears behind me. I don't even see him until cold steel presses against my throat. Drop it, Cross, the man growls, or I open his pretty neck. Everything goes still. Dante freezes, his gun still raised, aimed at my attacker's head. But his eyes are on me, wild with something between rage and terror. Let him go. Each word is a death sentence. Or I will make dying seem merciful. You're outnumbered, my captor laughs. Kane sends his regards. He doesn't get to finish. Dante moves faster than should be possible. A gunshot, the knife clattering away. 2 more shots. Bodies dropping. Then pain, sharp and burning across my collarbone. The knife grazed me in the chaos. It's not deep, barely a scratch really, but blood blooms across my skin. Dante's face drains of color. Ethan. I'm fine, it's just... But he's already there, hands frantically checking me over with shaking fingers. When he sees the blood, something in him breaks. The professional mask shatters completely. You're mine to protect. His voice is ragged, desperate. He lifts me into his arms like I'm made of glass. Mine. Do you understand? Mine. He carries me through the penthouse to a door I've never been allowed past, his private quarters. The room is Spartan, military precise. He sets me on his bed with a gentleness that contradicts the violence he just displayed. His hands shake as he grabs a first aid kit, cleaning my wound with meticulous care. Dante, I should have been faster. Should have seen them coming. His jaw clenches. If he'd hurt you, But he didn't. You saved me. He finally looks up, and the raw vulnerability in his eyes steals my breath. I can't do this anymore, he whispers. Pretend you're just a job. That keeping you safe is the only thing I want. My heart hammers against my ribs. Then what do you want? His thumb traces my jaw, featherlight, reverent. Everything. Every part of you. Every breath, His phone rings, shattering the moment. Oliver's name flashes on the screen. I watch Dante's expression shudder, walls slamming back into place as he answers. Sir. Attempted break-in. 4 intruders, neutralized. Ethan has a minor injury. Yes, sir. Right away. He ends the call, won't meet my eyes. Oliver's on his way. You should get that looked at properly. Dante. This was a mistake. He steps back, putting professional distance between us. I crossed a line. It won't happen again. He walks out of his own room, leaving me sitting on his bed, blood on my collar and his words echoing in my head. You're mine to protect. But for how long can he keep pretending that's all I am to him? Switzerland. I stare at Oliver like he's lost his mind. You want to send me to Switzerland? It's not up for debate. My brother's voice is firm, final. He's been like this since the break-in 2 days ago, overprotective to the point of suffocation. Sebastian Kane is escalating. You leave in 3 days. So he wins? He terrorizes us and I just run away. You stay alive. Oliver grips my shoulders. Please, Ethan. I can't lose you too. The reference to our parents, gone 5 years now, hits like a punch. I want to argue, to fight, but the fear in Oliver's eyes stops me. 3 days. I have 3 days to figure out what Dante Cross means to me. What I mean to him. I find him at midnight in the hotel gym, 20 floors below the penthouse. He's shirtless, attacking a punching bag with controlled violence. Each strike is precise, lethal. Sweat gleams on his skin, muscles coiling and releasing with predatory grace. He knows I'm there, I can tell by the slight tension in his shoulders, but he doesn't stop. Tell me the truth. My voice cuts through the rhythmic impact of fists on leather. That night at the club, what really happened? His fists freeze mid-strike. For a long moment, he doesn't move. Then slowly, he turns to face me, chest heaving, eyes dark and dangerous. You want the truth? His voice is rough. Fine. He unwraps his hands with sharp, angry movements. You were drugged. Not enough to knock you out, but enough to lower your inhibitions. I got you to the car, started driving home. He tosses the wraps aside. You kissed me. My breath catches. What? In the car. At a red light. You grabbed my shirt, pulled me close, and kissed me like your life depended on it. His eyes burn into mine. Told me you'd wanted to for weeks. That you dreamed about it. About me. Heat floods my face. I was drugged. I know. That's why I stopped you. Pushed you back. Got you home. He takes a step closer. But not before you bit me. Right here. He touches his neck, the same spot where I have a mark. Said you wanted everyone to know I was yours. The gym feels too small suddenly, the air too thick. And the mark on my neck? My voice barely works. Something vulnerable flashes across his face. You asked me to return the favor. Begged actually. Said if you were mine, I should mark you too. He looks away, jaw clenched. I shouldn't have. I was weak. But I've been weak for you since the day we met, Ethan. The confession hangs between us like a lit fuse. I close the distance between us, my heart pounding so hard I'm sure he can hear it. Then be weak with me now. His control shatters. One moment we're standing apart, the next his hands are in my hair, my back slammed against the wall, his mouth claiming mine with months of pent-up hunger. It's not gentle, it's desperate, consuming, like he's been drowning and I'm air. You don't know what you're asking for, he growls against my lips, his body pinning me in place. Then show me. His hands grip my waist, possessive and demanding. I won't be gentle. Won't be professional. I'll want everything, Ethan. Every part of you. Good. I pull him closer, nails scraping down his bare back. I don't want gentle. I want mine. He bites my lower lip, soothing it with his tongue. Say it. Yours, I breathe. I'm yours. The sound he makes is pure need. His hands slide under my shirt, hot against my skin. 3 years, he murmurs between kisses. 3 years I've wanted this. Wanted you. 3 years? But you've only been, I gasp as his mouth finds my neck. Only been my bodyguard for 3 weeks. I worked hotel security before Oliver promoted me. His teeth graze my pulse point, making me shudder. Watched you walk through those lobbies like you owned the world. Wanted to drop to my knees every single time. The image makes me dizzy with want. Why didn't you? Because you were Oliver's little brother. There. Untouchable. His hands tighten on my hips, almost bruising. And I was just security. But now. The gym door slams open. Ethan. We break apart. Maya stands in the doorway, phone in hand, face pale with panic. It's Oliver. Her voice shakes. Car accident on the highway. They're rushing him to St. Catherine's Hospital. Her eyes are wet. They think it was Sebastian Kane. The world tilts violently. What? Dante's already moving, grabbing his shirt, his face transforming from passionate to lethal in seconds. Maya, call hospital security. Tell them we're coming and to lock down Oliver's room. He turns to me, all business now. Pack a bag. We leave in 5 minutes. Dante. Now, Ethan. His voice brooks no argument. Your brother needs you. But as I run toward the elevator, I see him slip his gun into his jacket. See the cold calculation in his eyes. Whatever was blooming between us will have to wait. Sebastian Kane just made this personal. In the car, Dante's hand finds mine in the darkness. I'll keep you safe, he promises quietly. Whatever it takes. And Oliver? His fingers tighten around mine. Him too. I promise. But I see the gun on his hip. See the way his jaw clenches. Dante Cross is preparing for war. And I realize with startling clarity, I don't want him just as my protector anymore. I want him as my partner. In everything. Oliver survives. 3 broken ribs, a concussion, and a shattered leg, but he survives. The doctors say he's lucky. The crash should have killed him. Brake lines cut, they tell the police. Professionally done. Sebastian Kane's signature is all over it. You're going to Switzerland. Oliver's voice is weak from his hospital bed. Tomorrow. No arguments. No. I grip his hand. I'm not running while he destroys our family. Ethan. He drugged me. Sent men to kill me. Nearly murdered you. My voice shakes with rage. I'm not hiding while you fight this alone. Dante, positioned by the door like always, catches my eye. Something passes between us, understanding unity. He's staying, Dante says quietly. And we're ending this. Oliver looks between us, sees something that makes his eyes widen. Dante. I'll protect him. With my life. Dante's voice is steel and promise. Trust me, sir. After a long moment, Oliver nods. Don't make me regret this. The plan is simple, dangerous, and uses me as bait. Sebastian wants me, both Reed Hotels and me personally. We'll give him the opportunity he can't resist, a high-stakes business meeting at our flagship hotel, me vulnerable and alone. Or so it will appear. I hate this, Dante growls, pacing my suite like a caged panther. Every instinct I have says this is wrong. It's the only way to draw him out. I catch his arm, stopping his pacing. You'll be there. Hidden. I trust you. His hand cups my face, thumb brushing my cheekbone. If anything happens to you, it won't. I lean into his touch. You won't let it. He pulls me close, forehead against mine. You made it my fight when you said I was yours, I whisper. Remember. I remember everything about you. His lips brush mine, soft and devastating. Every word, every look, every breath. Then let's finish this. Together. The meeting is set in the Reed Hotel's executive boardroom. Glass walls, power views, and nowhere to hide. Except Dante is hidden. Behind the one-way mirrors, armed security positioned throughout the building, all coordinated by him. Oliver's people. My people. Sebastian Kane arrives exactly on time, immaculate in a gray suit, flanked by 2 bodyguards. His smile is predatory. Ethan Reed. Finally, we meet properly. He sits across from me, eyes traveling over me in a way that makes my skin crawl. Where's your watchdog? I sent him away. This is business, not warfare. Sebastian's smile widens. Smart boy. Your brother would have brought an army. We discuss terms, his hostile takeover offer, my company's vulnerabilities. He's confident, practically gloating. Then his hand slides across the table toward mine. You know, this could all be easier. Partner with me. Personally. His fingers brush mine. I've wanted you since I first saw you at that charity gala. Before I had to resort to other measures. My blood runs cold. Other measures? The drug in your drink. I wanted to see you uninhibited, vulnerable. His eyes darken. But your bodyguard interfered. Then I thought, perhaps fear would work better. The break-in your brother's accident, all to show you that resisting is futile. He stands, walks around the table toward me. You could have been mine, Ethan. I would have treated you like a king. Given you everything. I stay seated, forcing calm. And if I refuse? Then I take what I want anyway. His hand grips my chin, forcing me to look up. Starting with, he's not yours to claim. Dante steps from behind the mirror panel, gun drawn, face carved from stone and fury. 6 more security personnel emerge from hidden positions. Sebastian's face pales. Recording everything. Dante's voice is death. Every confession. Every threat. It's over, Kane. Sebastian's bodyguards reach for their weapons, but they're already surrounded. The standoff lasts seconds before they drop their guns, hands raised. Sebastian tries to run, but Dante is faster, tackling him, cuffing him with practiced efficiency. You're finished, Dante growls in Sebastian's ear. And if you ever look at him again, prison will be the least of your concerns. Police arrive within minutes, led by evidence we've been gathering for weeks. Sebastian Kane is dragged away, screaming threats, while I sit there trembling with adrenaline and relief. It's over. Finally over. Dawn breaks over the city from the penthouse windows. Dante and I stand in silence, watching gold light paint the skyline. The past hours feel surreal, police statements, Oliver's relieved phone call, the weight of everything finally lifting. I'm resigning, Dante says quietly. My heart stops. What? You don't need protection anymore. You'll be safe now. He won't look at me. It's time I... Don't you dare. I grab his jacket, spin him to face me. Don't you dare walk away from me now. Ethan. I don't want you because I need protection. The words tumble out, desperate and true. I want you because I'm falling in love with you. Because you see me, really see me. Because when you hold me, I feel like I can face anything. His expression cracks, vulnerability flooding through. I crossed every professional line for you. Lost my objectivity the moment you looked at me with those defiant eyes in Oliver's office. His hands frame my face. I can't be professional about you, Ethan. Can't separate duty from desire. You've consumed me. Good. I pull him closer. Because I don't want your duty anymore. What do you want? Just you. All of you. He lifts me effortlessly, my legs wrapping around his waist as he carries me toward his bedroom. I stop being your bodyguard now, he whispers against my neck, laying me on his bed with reverent care. And start being yours. Only yours. His mouth claims mine, and this time there's no interruption. No emergency. Just us, finally free to have what we've wanted for so long. I love you, I breathe between kisses. Mine, he answers, and it sounds like forever.